In this video, we're going to talk about some of the things that we recommend you eat when you have an H. pylori bacterial infection and you're trying to kill it. Hi there, my name is Reese. I'm a nutritionist. I work specifically with people to get to the root cause of their reflux and their bloating. And most of the people that I work with are normally taking Pylopurge to kill their H. pylori. But one of the common questions I get is, what type of food should I be eating, or what food should I be avoiding when I have H. pylori bacterial infection? The first thing you want to stay away from is alcohol. Alcohol is going to give you no benefit whatsoever when you have acid reflux and when you have H. pylori. I would stay well away from it. I wouldn't even have it once a week. The second thing is you want to stay away from anything that you know irritates your system. So this could be general, it could be things like gluten or gluten-containing products like bread or baked goods. Another food I would generally stay away from when you're having digestive issues is dairy. And it's not because of the lactose in the dairy. So lactose is a sugar, and that generally doesn't cause as many problems as people would imagine. I believe that the bigger problems with dairy are from the whey protein and from the casein protein. Those proteins are very difficult in the very same way that gluten is a family of proteins that are also very difficult to digest and may cause you problems when you have H. pylori. But remember, one of the biggest things that H. pylori does is it decreases your acid production by producing an enzyme called urease. Now, this urease enzyme decreases your acid to allow H. pylori to survive. But what does that mean? You probably can't eat large amounts of food. So I would stick to smaller amounts of food spread throughout the day. You may need to eat 3 or 4 times, or maybe even 5 smaller based meals as opposed to larger meals. You're going to find it much easier to digest. Again, I also wouldn't eat too late in the evening. Remember, as the sun starts to go down, your digestive processes slow down significantly, and therefore they're not expecting large amounts of food. So I would say that you should eat breakfast like a king, and they say dinner or supper like a pauper. You want to have the smaller meal toward the end of the day and the larger meal in the morning when your digestive system is ready to go. Other than that, there really aren't major food groups that I would stay away from, mainly because H. pylori is just constantly causing you problems as opposed to being very specific with food. So there aren't really any foods that you can kind of eat or stay away from that are going to improve your symptoms dramatically. H. pylori is a very tricky bacteria to kill. We recommend people use the Pylopurge supplement, which is what I designed when I had H. pylori and I didn't want to take antibiotics because of the damage antibiotics does to your very delicate microbiome. Hopefully that's helpful. Please subscribe and follow on for more tips.